Last night, Portland's City Council passed an extensive homeless plan, including a camping ban and the creation of several large sanctioned campsites. All three gubernatorial candidates have backed the plan and talked about the issue of homelessness across the state. NBC5's Ethan McReynolds has a breakdown of what each candidate is saying about the issue.
All you need to do is look out the window and you know we've got an emergency.
Ahead of the midterm election, the homelessness crisis is a key issue on the minds of Oregon voters. All three candidates for governor have different approaches on how they would handle the problem if elected. For Democratic candidate Tina Kotek, the focus is where to start.
You got to start somewhere and focus on communities where there are resources. So we have resources to help our veterans. We need to see progress. So I believe we can make progress in the first 6 months, in the first year, to help more people get into housing. I think the city has taken the right approach of restricting certain areas for safety and health reasons where people should not be camping outside. Until we have enough shelter space, there will have to be some folks outside.
While Kotek is immediately focusing on short-term results, Republican candidate Christine Drazen is taking a different approach.
The approach to homelessness, I think, needs to be an approach that's long-term. There are no magic bullets to, in some cases, the human condition. And we have programming right now within the metro area that local jurisdictions have adopted that I'm really strongly supportive of. And that program right now is called Built for Zero. And the concept behind this, it really is that they are able to better understand who's on their streets and better understand what services and supports they need to transition from being houseless to being fully stabilized and able to, contribute to their own lives and their best future again.
Unaffiliated candidate Betsy Johnson says plans are great, but it is nothing in comparison to actual action.
Well, it's not what will I do, what am I doing? I have never subscribed to having meetings or drawing up 5-year plans. I've actually been doing it. I was part of a group of people who helped repurpose the abandoned Wapato jail, built at huge public expense. Drugs are at the root of every urban ill, as I see it. They're exacerbating mental illness. Certainly the open market drug trafficking that's going on in town. Let's recognize that those addiction facilities need to be spread all over the state.
All three gubernatorial candidates have been outspoken on why they would be the best option to tackle this critical issue facing the state.
I understand how to solve this problem. I have a plan. I'm not about the politics. This is about serving people. It is unsafe for people to be on the streets. And if you're living right next to someone in a tent, also unsafe for you. None of us want this. I am committed. It's about solving this problem. And I have the experience and, frankly, the toughness to get it done.
We're doing it. We're not talking about it. We're not waiting until housing units are built. We are taking people off the streets and putting them in a setting where they can achieve and maintain their own sobriety with the dignity of work and the investment in their own futures.
I am the only candidate in this race that has not been a part of the problem for the last 10, 20 years that got us here.